Did you know that some of the most groundbreaking scientific advancements we enjoy today were pioneered over 1,000 years ago? While the Western world credits the Renaissance for its intellectual awakening, the truth is that much of this knowledge came from the Islamic Golden Age. Today we'll uncover how Islamic scholars shaped modern science and left a legacy that still impacts us. During the Islamic Golden Age, from the 8th to 14th centuries, scholars across the Muslim world were at the forefront of intellectual and scientific progress. Cities like Baghdad, Cairo, and Cordoba became hubs of innovation, home to some of the most brilliant minds in history. These scholars didn't just preserve ancient knowledge, they expanded it, creating new disciplines and methodologies that are still used today. Let's start with medicine. Islamic scholars revolutionized healthcare and medical science. One of the most famous figures was Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna in the West. His book, The Canon of Medicine, was used as a medical textbook in Europe for over 600 years. Imagine that, a book written in the 11th century guiding doctors in the 17th century. Then there's Al-Razi, or Rhazes, who is considered one of the greatest physicians of the Islamic world. He was the first to differentiate between smallpox and measles, an accomplishment that saved countless lives. These scholars didn't just treat diseases, they established hospitals, wrote medical encyclopedias, and emphasized the importance of hygiene, preventive care, and systematic observation. Now, let's talk about mathematics. Did you know that the word algebra comes from the Arabic word al-jabr? It was introduced by Al-Khwarizmi, often called the father of algebra. Al-Khwarizmi's work wasn't just theoretical. It had real-world applications in engineering, astronomy, and commerce. His algorithms, a term derived from his name, are the foundation of modern computing. Without these contributions, we wouldn't have the technology we rely on today. No smartphones, no GPS, no online banking. It all started with a Muslim mathematician over 1,000 years ago. Islamic scholars didn't just look at the stars for beauty. They studied them to better understand the universe. Take Al-Battani, for example. He calculated the solar year with incredible accuracy, improving on the work of the ancient Greeks. His findings directly influenced the work of Copernicus, one of the key figures in the scientific revolution. Another giant was Al-Zarqali, who developed precise astronomical tables used in Europe for centuries. Their work laid the groundwork for modern astronomy, and even helped in the development of navigation tools like the astrolabe, which allowed sailors to explore the world. Speaking of vision, let's dive into optics. The Muslim scientist Ibn al-Haytham, or Al-Hazan, wrote the groundbreaking book of optics. He was the first to explain how vision works, proving that light reflects off objects and enters our eyes. He also developed the scientific method, systematic observation, hypothesis, and experimentation, a method we still use today in every field of science. Without his contributions, advancements in cameras, telescopes, and even corrective lenses wouldn't have been possible. Now, let's look at chemistry. Jabir ibn Hayyan, known as Geber in the West, is often called the father of chemistry. He developed techniques like distillation, crystallization, and evaporation, methods still used in modern laboratories. Jabir's work wasn't just theoretical, it was highly practical, leading to the creation of acids like sulfuric and nitric acid, crucial for industrial processes today. So, how did this knowledge spread to the rest of the world? During the European Middle Ages, Islamic scholars translated ancient Greek and Roman texts into Arabic, preserving knowledge that would have been lost. Later, during the European Renaissance, these Arabic texts were translated into Latin, sparking a new wave of scientific discovery. Scholars like Galileo, Newton, and Kepler built upon the foundations laid by Muslim scientists. The connection is clear. Without the Islamic Golden Age, the world as we know it would be vastly different. Now, what can we learn from this incredible era of innovation? The Islamic Golden Age teaches us that curiosity, collaboration, and the pursuit of knowledge can transform the world. These scholars didn't see science and faith as opposites. They saw them as complementary. This mindset allowed them to make discoveries that benefit humanity to this day. The contributions of Islamic scholars aren't just stories of the past. They're a reminder of what's possible when we strive for knowledge and understanding. What do you think we can learn from their legacy? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of history and inspiration. Thank you for watching, and remember, the pursuit of knowledge is a timeless